Richard, okay, I have to tell you something. I think I've accidentally found my new obsession, and I can barely lift my arms today.
Okay, that's quite an opener. Let's just run with it then. Tell me about this new hobby you've apparently fallen head over heels for. Okay, start from the beginning. You said your friend basically kidnapped you. How did you end up at a climbing gym of all places?
Honestly, pure peer pressure. A friend of mine had been going on about this bouldering gym near her place for weeks, and I kept making excuses. Then one Saturday, she just turned up at my door with 2 pairs of rental shoes and said, "We're going." So I went, mostly to make her stop talking about it.
In that first session, be honest with me, was it a disaster?
Oh, completely. I couldn't even get up the easiest wall, the one that's basically for children. My arms were shaking after about 10 minutes, my hands were caked in chalk, and I kept falling onto the mat in front of all these people who made it look effortless. I genuinely wanted to leave after 20 minutes.
So what made you go back? Because honestly, most people would have quit right there.
I think it was that one climb I actually finished. Right at the end, I somehow made it to the top of an easy route, and there was this stupid little rush of pride. And I realized that once you start to get the hang of it, even slightly, it becomes weirdly addictive. So I booked again for the next week before I could talk myself out of it.
Hold on, quick flag. You said once you start to get the hang of it. That's the kind of idiom examiners light up for. Most people would just say once you get good at it, totally different texture. We'll come back to it, keep going.
Yeah, so that was maybe 2 months ago, and now I'm completely hooked. Like, it's genuinely the highlight of my week. I go 3 times now, and the funny thing is it's not even really about fitness for me, it's the problem solving. Each route is like a little puzzle. You stand at the bottom and you have to work out where to put your hands, where to shift your weight, which hold to actually trust. And your body learns things your brain can't quite explain. I'll be stuck on the same wall for days, and then one evening it just clicks and I float up it. That feeling is honestly a bit addictive.
See that? Completely hooked. Quick one, that's miles better than I like it very much, and crucially it's positive. We'll unpack exactly why later. Carry on 3 times a week, that's properly serious.
It is, yeah. And the social side genuinely surprised me too. I'm quite shy with strangers normally, so a gym full of people was completely out of my comfort zone at first. But climbers are weirdly friendly. Total strangers will shout, "Come on, you've got this," while you're hanging off a wall, and you end up swapping tips with people whose names you don't even know.
They're out of my comfort zone. Bank that one. Learners almost always explain that feeling the long way round, and there's a tidy 4-word phrase that just does it. More on that shortly. So your friend, is she still going?
She is, but here's the twist. I'm the obsessed one now, and she's gone casual. I think I overtook her around week 3. But honestly, it feels like everyone's into something physical right now. Half my feed is people at run clubs, friends posting from pottery classes, someone's always at a climbing gym. There's apparently wait lists for some of these run clubs, which is wild.
It does feel like a real moment, doesn't it? Like people collectively decided to put their phones down and go do a thing with their hands.
Exactly. I read somewhere it's basically a whole trend now, people deliberately picking up hobbies instead of scrolling all evening. And I get it, it's lovely. That said, part of me worries it's a bit of a phase for some people. They buy all the gear, post about it for a month, and then quietly stop. I'm just trying really hard not to be that person.
Quick flag, did you catch your own pivot there? That said, you conceded a point and then qualified it. That's exactly the discourse move that lifts a part 3 answer. We'll dig into it. So how do you make sure you're not that person?
I think it's because it never feels like a chore. I don't have to force myself to go. I actually look forward to it all week. The moment a hobby starts feeling like an obligation, that's usually when it dies for me.
That's a really good distinction. Has it changed anything outside the gym, like the rest of your week?
Weirdly, yes. I sleep better, for one. And I think it's made me more patient, because climbing teaches you that you'll fail the same move 20 times before you finally get it, and that's just normal. I've actually started bringing that mindset to work. A bug I couldn't fix used to ruin my whole day. Now it's just a route I haven't solved yet.
Oh, I love that, a route I haven't solved yet. That reframing is gold. Okay, last thing, would you recommend it to someone who's convinced they're not a sporty person?
Honestly, yes, and I'd say that to my past self too. I was completely convinced I wasn't athletic, but bouldering doesn't really care. You go at your own pace, there's no team waiting on you, no one's keeping score. You just try a thing, fall off, and try again. If you can handle looking a bit silly for the first few weeks, genuinely anyone can do it.
That's a brilliant pitch. You should be doing their marketing.
Maybe that's my real long-term goal. Quit design and become a climbing gym influencer.
Don't tempt me, that's a whole other episode. Okay, Gia, can we zoom in on a few things you said? Because there was genuinely some gold in there. Alright, nice work there, Gia. Before we wrap up, let's go back and look at a few of the expressions you used. I want you to really lock these in.
Yes, please. I'd love to get these down properly.
First one, get the hang of it. Gia, if you had to explain that to a friend, what would you say it means?
I'd say it means you start to become good at something after you practice it a bit, right?
Spot on, it's that moment where a skill stops feeling impossible and starts feeling natural. The key thing is it's casual and idiomatic, it's how natives actually talk about learning.
Oh, so it's more relaxed than saying something formal like, I acquired the skill.
Exactly, much warmer, and you used it beautifully. You said, quote, once you start to get the hang of it, even slightly, it becomes weirdly addictive.
Yeah, that one honestly just slipped out. I wasn't even thinking about it as a phrase.
That's the best kind. Here's the lift. Most candidates default to once I got good at it, which is correct but flat. The idiom signals real range, and examiners pick up on that instantly.
Got it. So is there a version of this I should watch out for and avoid saying by mistake?
Good question. Keep it fixed. Get the hang of it, not get the hang of doing it. The little it carries the activity you already mentioned. Now bank this one. It looked impossible at first, but once I got the hang of it, I couldn't stop. Try it.
It looked impossible at first, but once I got the hang of it, I couldn't stop.
Perfect. That's yours now. Next up, completely hooked. What's the feeling behind that phrase, do you think?
I think it means you really love something and you can't stop doing it, kind of obsessed, but in a good way.
Exactly, that in a good way is the crucial part. Hooked paints a picture like the activity has caught you and won't let go, and it's overwhelmingly positive.
Oh, interesting. So it's quite different from just saying I'm addicted to something then.
Hugely different. Addicted sounds clinical, almost like a problem. Hooked is warm and enthusiastic, and you nailed it. You said, quote, now I'm completely hooked.
Yeah, that felt like the only honest way to describe how much I actually go now.
And that's the lift most candidates stall on. I like it very much, which tells the examiner nothing. Completely hooked shows range and genuine feeling in 2 words.
Makes sense, so could I also say I'm hooked on something, like hooked on climbing, in a real answer?
Absolutely, I'm hooked on bouldering works perfectly. Here's your rep to bank. I only tried it once to be polite, and now I'm completely hooked.
I only tried it once to be polite, and now I'm completely hooked.
Lovely, banked. Third one, out of my comfort zone. Gia, what kind of situation does that phrase describe?
I think it's when you do something that's new or a bit scary, outside of what you normally feel okay with.
That's it exactly. Your comfort zone is the set of things you feel safe doing. Stepping out of it means taking a risk, and the phrase carries a quiet sense of bravery.
Oh, I like that. So it kind of signals that I pushed myself, not just that I was nervous about it.
Precisely, it implies growth, which examiners love, and you used it naturally. You said, quote, a gym full of people was completely out of my comfort zone at first.
Yeah, that genuinely was the hardest part for me, way harder than the actual climbing.
And here's the lift. Most learners explain that feeling the long way round, it was new and a little frightening for me. 4 words do it better. That's the range examiners reward.
Good to know. Is there a way to mix it up, so I'm not repeating the exact same phrase every time?
Yes, vary the verb step out of my comfort zone, push myself out of my comfort zone. Now bank this rep. Signing up for the class was right out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad I did.
Signing up for the class was right out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad I did.
Perfect, that one's yours. Last one, and this is a subtle one. That said, Gia, what do you think it does in a sentence?
I think it's a bit like but. You say one thing, and then you add something that goes against it.
You're close, but there's a finer move inside it. That said lets you first agree with or accept a point and then gently push back on it. It's a concede then qualify pivot.
Oh, so it's softer than just slamming in a but. It shows I actually thought about both sides.
Exactly, that nuance is gold in part 3, and you did it instinctively. You said, quote, I get it, it's lovely. That said, part of me worries it's a bit of a phase.
Yeah, I genuinely felt both things at once, so it just came out that way naturally.
And that's the lift. Most candidates hammer but and however over and over. That said, shows you can manage the flow of a longer answer, real discourse control.
Got it, so I should save it for when I'm actually qualifying a point, not just listing more reasons, right?
Exactly right, that's the trap. It's for the qualification, not for adding. Now bank this rep. The gear is expensive. That said, it lasts for years, so it pays off.
The gear is expensive. That said, it lasts for years, so it pays off.
Beautiful, that's the workshop done. Those 4 are yours now.
Yeah, so that was maybe 2 months ago, and now I'm completely hooked. Like, it's genuinely the highlight of my week. I go 3 times now, and the funny thing is it's not even really about fitness for me, it's the problem solving. Each route is like a little puzzle. You stand at the bottom and you have to work out where to put your hands, where to shift your weight, which hold to actually trust. And your body learns things your brain can't quite explain. I'll be stuck on the same wall for days, and then one evening it just clicks and I float up it. That feeling is honestly a bit addictive. Yeah, so that was maybe 2 months ago, and now I'm completely hooked. Like, it's genuinely the highlight of my week. I go 3 times now, and the funny thing is it's not even really about fitness for me, it's the problem solving. Each route is like a little puzzle. You stand at the bottom and you have to work out where to put your hands, where to shift your weight, which hold to actually trust. And your body learns things your brain can't quite explain. I'll be stuck on the same wall for days, and then one evening it just clicks and I float up it. That feeling is honestly a bit addictive.